Hey everyone, you know who I am, and if you've been on the internet for more than about 5 seconds in about the last week, you could probably guess what this is all about. Now, just so we can get started here, my name is Christian Eschbach, if you don't know that already, and this is me behind my drum set that I built. The me is actually the very first Christmas gift Tracy ever purchased for me. She had a customed version of me made, which is why there's not as much gray hair in that Lego piece as there is in my hair. But then I built that drum set there. That's my custom drum set on my custom stage that I built, and that there is Sean on the microphone. If you don't know Sean from any of my past projects, he is a vocalist, karaoke champion, and is now the current recipient of a San Diego Award for Best Short Experimental Film, which I wrote the score for here in my office, which is where all my Lego is that you're seeing right now. And you'll see the guy on the guitar there, the badass dude with the Rammstein style flame pack. That's the almighty Drew that I'm always talking about. Yeah. And kick-ass enough, Drew has actually owned one of those badass little Explorer styles over the years. I think that's the Explorer, right? He's owned one of those over the years. Yes, I have owned a drum set that looked that big. Actually, if you go look at videos of Drew and I when we were in the Howling Odyssey still as a band, not just my musical projects, you'll see that my drum set was actually bigger than that. That's a cute little version of my drum set. And like I said, Sean's the vocalist, so that's all he gets. And you're probably wondering where Tracy is. So let's go over here. Let's go over here, over here, over here, over here. Tracy's in here twice. That's pure Lego Tracy with a cello. And then that's Skin Tone Tracy. And they're in the dinosaur tower. Well, what used to be my dinosaur tower. I don't want any advertising in there. Okay. So you'll see this is my desk. My Lego desk. I have a bunch of different stuff in here. I got Marvel in here. I've got Harry Potter in here. I got a lot of custom stuff. Ashes there. That is my daughter's. And that is a pizza place that I built for her because my daughter's a pizza maker. So I built her own little pizza place. And there's a couple other vehicles back there. There's a lot of Jurassic Park and dinosaurs because Tracy loves dinosaurs. You'll see there's a lot of Marvel. You'll see some Doctor Who, some custom built Daleks even there. All right, cool. So we've seen all this. We've seen, there's part of my table that I work on right now. It's covered. Let's do a spin around this way. That's why you can always hear water and fish tanks in the background. That's my aquarium. You see that? You can see my plants. My light for growing my stuff in the winter. That is my Winnie the Pooh Lego set. Don't talk shit about Pooh Bear. I will kick your ass. And then you'll see over here. Oh, I haven't put her together yet. When she goes together, she's gonna go over here. That's her. That's my baby. That is the NCC 1701D. That Enterprise of the next generation. And I do have the free gift that came with the shuttle pod. Had to have the shuttle pod because the shuttle pod comes with Rolaren. All right, now you'll see there's a lot of Mario Lego. Tracy is a huge Mario fan. So, yeah, it's not Mario. We know that's not Mario. And when I saw that that was a free gift one year, I made sure I got the Jane Goodall set, which I've modified a little bit, made it a little more jungly, added some more monkeys. Galactus in the background there. Anyways, part of my TARDIS up there. Tracy loves Mario, so I gotta build her a Mario course on the top level so it'll look like a cool Mario track up there by the time it's done. And then there's a bunch of stuff to add into there for depth and dimension. And then I got my stuff all down here. Harry Potter is obviously, everybody loves Harry Potter. And then Marvel is all me. All the comic book stuff is totally me. All the Star Wars stuff is totally me. And then these buildings are custom builds as well. And I put a lot of my own family in here too, because my sister's in here. And my sister's significant other's in here. My mom has a house back there with her now unfortunately deceased husband, Gary. He was a wonderful man. And my dad's been knocked over by random packages of Lego. There's my dad back here. He's over here. I gotta find his camera. His camera's missing. And I don't have the right dog yet for my dad either, because they don't have a dog that looks like his dog. Anyways, so why are we here? Oh, Reckless Ben. Reckless Ben, dude. All right, let's flip this around here. We're gonna hope that I'm getting myself all on camera here. I don't want to do this in multiple takes. I just want to do this one take. All right, so as you can see, on top of my rocks, I love my blocks. Should have used that as the intro. Reckless Ben is my hero, man. This whole thing with him going up against, what is it? Bricks and Figs, Minifigs and Bricks and Minifigs, whatever the hell they're called. This thing is just absolutely unreal. Bricks and Minifigs, that's it. Now, as you saw, I have some Star Wars stuff. My expensive is the brand new, Enterprise. That thing was not cheap. My wife is a saint, because she insisted I had to have it because she was not going to go without it in the house. So when I found out that some jackasses tried to rip off a dude for almost $200,000, because I've been watching all the videos, okay? So the 200 was a nice round, get your eyes, catch your attention, okay? What started off with almost a $200,000 Lego collection that a guy had been working on for years, was on consignment to be sold. Crap happened with the store, with the ownership, with it being a franchise, and all of a sudden the franchise ownership changed. Then all of a sudden the bricks have gone missing, and then all of a sudden they're not supposed to be there in the first place, and then this, and then that. Now, everything I have watched, the particular county, I don't remember that this is taking place in Utah, the police are obviously crooked as hell. Obviously crooked as hell. I love the fact that Legal Eagle has gotten involved to the point of getting Reckless Ben the proper legal help that he needs at this point. It has become beyond clear that that particular Utah Police Department is very crooked. And it's not looking too good for the Mormons of Utah either. Like, I'm going to be completely honest at this point, man. I wouldn't step foot in Utah. Because you can see the harassment that's going on there. Now, has Reckless Ben done some stuff that could be seen as harassment on his behalf? Yes, possibly. Using a lame very lame traffic stop to deter and harass with a 3-hour drug search on a car, purposely hiding and redacting audio footage, pretending that it's to protect the victim. They're not doing anything to protect victims. There's been clear-cut evidence showing that Bricks and Minifigs have ripped this dude off. And if people are harassing other stores, instead of just head office, go ahead, harass the hell out of head office. They deserve it. But if you're harassing other stores, you're not helping the problem. If you're not helping the problem is also fake swatting Reckless Ben. That SWAT, oh my God. And the way that the story keeps changing from the police, because when you watch the video footage and what's said and isn't redacted in the police cam footage, and then you listen to what the police chief says afterwards, either the police chief's lying or the police officers were lying. Which one is it? I mean, realistically, I don't know enough, because when it comes to suing and stuff like that, I know state law has a lot to do with it. And as this is the Utah, it's police within Utah. It's not federal or anything like that at this point. I really would be interested as to what lawyers are going to be helping Reckless Ben with his countersuits afterwards. Because, oh my Lord, the violation of civil liberties that have been going on in this case. And the best part is, I've been watching the lawyers' reactions. I can't believe Legal Eagle has not done a video for this yet. But, and I think the reason Legal Eagle has not done a video for this yet is because he's partially involved now with helping Ben find other help. So that would definitely help in his very specific case. So because of that, I think Legal Eagle has to keep his opinions to himself right now. But man, when he goes to drop his on this case, I cannot wait for how good it's going to be. All I have to say is the dudes that I've never personally dealt with Bricks and Minifigs. I already have issues with dealing with secondhand when it comes to buying Lego because of how much Lego gets stolen out of stores. The theft rate on Lego in stores, like where a lot of the stores I go to buy Lego, the Lego is locked up either behind glass cabinets or it has the spider sensors on it or whatever. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And even worse is the fact that in the city of Windsor, we don't have a Lego store. Dear Lego, in the city of Windsor, we need a Lego store. I got to do a video about that, a whole separate video about that later. Okay. I won't deal usually with secondhand. I've bought a couple secondhand when they've been the same price as the store shelf. I won't pay extra for secondhand, even if it hasn't been opened before, because I don't know if it's been stolen. I don't trust buying it secondhand. If the right person, like if it's a friend of mine or something like that, that's a different story. But I don't trust secondhand dealers either for the exact same reason. There's no way, there's no serial numbers, nothing to track when Lego's been stolen. And as much as I don't believe in supporting Walmart, and Toys R Us is now closed down completely in Windsor, but I went to Toys R Us to get Lego because Lego's like the same price almost everywhere. It's almost impossible to steal from Costco, and they don't carry a lot of Lego, but they carry some. But let's just use Walmart. As much as I hate Walmart, and as much as I do not advocate theft, I have never stolen from Walmart. I can honestly say I have never stolen from Walmart. Even as a kid, because Walmart didn't exist when I was a kid. Funny enough, I did steal from the company that I ended up working for as a kid, though. I did steal from Zellers as a child, and I did end up working there as an adult. So that being said, I never stole from Walmart. Walmart, although when people do steal from Walmart after they put in those self checkouts, I look the other way. But, and with the way that Walmart steals from the taxpayers, that's another story too. I tend to look the other way, but I got to use them as an example here because they're probably the biggest carrier of a vast supply of Lego locally, which is why we need a Lego store so I don't have to support Walmart. And I don't have to support the Bezos. And I don't have to order online because that's what I do now is I order a lot of my Lego online just direct from Lego. And it goes down to the theft, that way I know I'm supporting Lego, who is arguably in some cases thieving as well these days. But, that's not entirely their fault. Part of that does come down to the licensing. Whole way around where I'm going with this. I never supported Bricks and Minifigs. I am not going to support Bricks and Minifigs now at this point. Never. My story to all the other franchisees, maybe you need to get out of the franchise, drop the name, change it to your own little name now, flip the script on what they did. But I absolutely will never support Bricks and Minifigs after this whole thing. If you have not watched the whole Bricks and Minifigs thing with Reckless Ben, go watch that. Reckless Ben is my hero. He has my support. I have rambled a lot here, but that's because Lego... Oh, wait, I'm recording this during June, and this is Men's Mental Health Month. Lego is, aside from music, which is, obviously the core thing I talk about on this show, Lego is one of the most important things to me for mental health and always has been. Just sitting there quietly with my tunes going, building, constructing, placing, modeling. I use my Lego more in a modeling manner than I do in a play manner, Arguably, I still set myself up like it is being played with, and I move stuff around from time to time. But, I don't play with it, like the imagination of a child anymore. Now I use it as a construction tool and to build landscapes and stuff like that. But in a month like June, where it's Mental Health Month, Lego and me and mental health is really important, and this is a subject that's worth getting into, and I hope that everything gets better, and I hope everybody gets what they deserve. I hope people get the money they deserve. I hope people get the Lego they deserve, and I hope people go to jail that deserve it. Because there are definitely people that deserve to go to jail at this point. And if the Utah police in Rock something, I can't remember the name of it. Do I have it regularly available here? No, I do not. Yeah. So, the whole way around, I'm going to say it. Bricks and Minifigs. Oh, there, the police department. Oh, no, that's not the actual police department. Damn, why can't I find the police department now response? Did the police department response get taken down? Wow. Okay, I can find everybody's reaction. I was hoping to find the police department response specifically, so I can get the name of the police department, but I can't find them specifically. And now it looks like their response is possibly gone. I can't find it in a search. All right, folks. So that being said, that particular Utah department, as Joey Swell would say, do better. Reckless Ben, keep doing the awesomeness you're doing. I am sorry, I don't subscribe to Reckless Ben's Patreon, so I'm not going to get his part 3 until it hits YouTube to find out what's going on there, but I keep up with all the updates as they're coming out. This is an incredible story, folks. If you are a Lego lover like I am, you got to get on this one. All right, folks, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Also, while you're going at it, like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications, please. And thank you. A couple links for checking out. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.